Yes, my name is Robert King David Ross, and I'm a local storyteller on the great African civilization of ancient Egypt. I was just going to say I like all designs, and I think they should be placed all over the city.
Hi, I'm Julia Eichelberger. I'm a professor of English here and director of the program of Southern Studies, and I am representing the new Center for the Study of Slavery in Charleston. I'm on the board of that, and Dr. Powers, Dr. Bernie Powers, who's the director of that, could not be here tonight, and he sent me in his place, and it's a great honor to be here. I also had the pleasure of seeing earlier versions of these designs when I visited this class when the students were first presenting drafts of their designs, and I really enjoyed that. It's just amazing what happens when we're asked to be creative and to envision things that are possible, and I commend all of you for your work on that. I wasn't sure what I would say tonight, because I've already given the students some feedback on their designs, and I'll be thinking about you individually, maybe send some things to Dr. Walker, but I wanted to say a couple things just about what it means to summon the power of the ancestors. I was thinking about that as the title of our event this evening. Summoning the power of the ancestors for an academic institution means summoning the power of truth, the power of the full stories of our past. The past has wisdom for us, sometimes the wisdom of past courage and generosity, sometimes the understanding of how cruel and destructive we have been. A student in this class said, when I was visiting the class, the more I study, the sadder and angrier I have become. And she also went on to add that she was privileged to learn about all the artistic and cultural traditions that are right here in Charleston, and many of us just don't see them. We have the ability to tell that story. The College of Charleston can be part of teaching that story to the city and to all of the visitors that pass through here and don't know what they're seeing. The Center for the Study of Slavery in Charleston believes that our campus and our city can become a place of transformation rather than a stage set where we pretend to be part of a glamorous past that never really was. So I hope that we will all take some inspiration tonight, I know I am, to summon the power of the ancestors and be prepared to be changed by that. When you do this work, your own sense of who you are and what you have accomplished will change. Your own sense of what you have to contribute will change. You will see more work to do. You will discover ways to address present injustices that are rooted in the past. I've been thinking today of a sentence by the writer Henry David Thoreau. Heaven is under our feet as well as over our heads. Of course, if you know anything about our city's history, you know that the dead are all around us. They are beneath our feet everywhere in Charleston. We can honor the ancestors and become allies by looking for heaven under our feet, by telling the ancestors' stories and seeking to learn more. We must join them in their ongoing work. So thank you so much for letting me be part of this evening.
Thank you, Julia. Thank you to all the participants. Is that everyone? Yeah, thank you so much. We have parking passes for some who might need parking passes. David, you had a few words you wanted to say to us? Fine? Okay.
There was a question asked.
Okay. This effort is a team effort, and when I was imagining this as a possibility, I knew that, and I was told by Michael Blakey, who did the New York Burial Ground Project, that I had to gain the interest of the community before this project can move forward. And The evidence is in, got the community's attention, and so the ancestors are pleased. The Rattling Bones, we heard them and they heard us. So thank you very much for your participation, but there's some questions that I was not in the room to hear because I was loading up my car with the clothing from the fashion show. So if somebody had asked a question,
I would just ask what the vetting process would be, how some design requirements.
well, the students' designs were just the students' recommendations. You know, we're the search for a design doesn't end this evening. You know, this is just us engaging the students, and we might very well pick one of those designs. You know, but the process is still ongoing.
For example, are students at historically black colleges going to be involved and invited to?
Sure. I don't see why not. Yeah, no, I don't.
I'm not suggesting that you already made this decision, I'm just saying that to honor people as I think the intent is, we've got to make sure that we give real attention to the problem that we have in this community, and that is the usurpation of history by very well-meaning people, but we don't always do that extra effort to say, to whom is this history particularly important? And it's to the young African Americans whose ancestors we are talking about, and it's the college students who don't get to go to the college of Charleston, and to the many African-derived people that need to be educated and hopefully brought into this process. And we just have this opportunity that is really magnificent.
Yeah. Well, this evening we had board members from the College of Charleston and other administrative people at the College of Charleston who heard from presenters, faculty, the students that the real attention need to be given to the real issue, which is the telling of the truth. And so, you know, it's always been in my mind to bring African descendant students, African descendant schools, African descendant communities into this project. You know, but we can't bring anybody into anything until we open the door so that we can have the conversation. Door's open now. We can have the conversation. You know, and from you, an African descendant person in this audience who says publicly that we need to have representation from African descendant students, College of Charleston need to have. And those people who are recruiting for anthropology program, we have one here. Those people who are recruiting for history programs, we have one here. Anthropology programs, sociology programs. We should be intentionally recruiting students who want to move this forward. Intentionality is so important in this work. So,
Might I add, just for the audience's consideration, again, something that is very much a part of the continuation of white supremacy in Charleston. The fact that all we're going to do is about who will introduce yourself. Okay, I will. But the idea of who will get the contract to build the monuments.
We talk about the proposed African American Museum that's going to be built at Gadsden's Wharf. But many of us in the community continue to critique why there is not some proportional amount of the contracts being given to African-derived people. You know, we have a way of saying we honor people's history, but when it comes to sharing financial and economic benefit, then we're not a part of that conversation. Or even being the ones to drive the intellectual discussion about a project, we're not there. We're brought in after some already decided issues have been reconciled, and then we get invited in, and then we're supposed to be appreciative. Because look, now y'all are bringing us in, and we're having to learn as a community. That is what patronizing white supremacy is. White people doing all the work, doing all the thinking, inviting black folks in, and then wondering why we're not thankful. And so we're going to change that, and this project is an opportunity to say we appreciate the intellectual talents of African-derived people, and we trust them to be able to be a part of the planning process and the thinking process and even the contracting, so that any economic benefit also gets into the black community. These are the kinds of residuals of white supremacy that Charleston and the College of Charleston is really still struggling with. And we'll keep on it, and wonderful projects like this are going to get us in that direction. But I'm a truth teller, and I know the history of Charleston, and I know even well-intentioned projects often go astray because we forget to ask the difficult questions. And so this, I just thank you. My name is Dr. Millicent Brown. I am a graduate of the College of Charleston and the Citadel, okay? And I am a native Charlestonian, and I am someone who has a history, as does my entire family, and we're growing as a community, but we've got to start making sure that from every level, we start asking, how are we not just perpetuating the patronizing part of white supremacy? And that is to acknowledge that there is black excellence and black genius that has to be brought into the front end of all projects. We can't be invited on the back end.
We actually have somebody from the